There it goes. Yeah. Let him hear you, folks. Let him hear you. Come join us as we take you on a trip from the practice pen to the show arena and let you listen in as top trainers prepare their students to compete in the Western industry's most exciting equine sport. And you'll learn what it takes to become a top weekend cutter.
Just relax, Robert.
Very good, Chase. Keep pushing on that horn, bud.
Outside leg just a little. There you go. Stay up. Back up. Stay up. There you go. Good. Don't lean. There you go.
People from all walks of life can find a place in our sport.
Hi, I am Kathy Reiserfoot. My husband Jonathan and I have insured with Roger Peters Livestock for over 30 years. Our most recent issue was I was showing our mare. We were sitting fourth in the world and she tore a suspensory. Our insurance coverage is the reason we were able to continue on with Lola. And I so appreciate Roger Peters Livestock Insurance.
I'm Dr. Glenn Blodgett from the Four Sixes Ranch here in Guthrie, Texas, and I highly recommend Alfalfa Cubes from Manzanola, Colorado. The thing I can tell you about this Top of the Rockies cube is it's the most consistent form of alfalfa I've ever been able to purchase. We feed this in the pasture on the ground some, we feed it in the lots. It really does meet all the nutritional needs. I couldn't recommend any hay source any higher than I can this Top of the Rockies cube.
Hey everybody, welcome to Cuttin Up. This is our second season and we are real happy to bring you an event that we went to Salt Lake City, actually Farmington, Utah, right outside of Salt Lake City, and got to film the entire Northwest Regional Series shootout. What this is a cutting within a cutting. Generally in the Northwest, there's a number of states that participate, each one of them holding a particular event in their area in conjunction with their NCHA cuttings. And what it does is it gives some other people a venue to come in and start in the sport. And what it's done is actually built up the entry numbers for their NCHA show, weekend events. So it's a great concept and it's progressive and a way to make sure that we entice more people into the sport of cutting. This whole episode is brought to you by Roger Peters Livestock Insurers. Be sure and get a hold of Connie Peters or Stacy Jacks up there at the office. They've been an agent for Great American Insurance for over 35 years. Remember, no vet checks up to $100,000 in value on your Western Performance horses. Now let's go to Farmington, Utah, to the Northwest Regional Series shootout, and we'll start off showing you the non-pro class.
I'm Scott Martin from Bellevue, Idaho, and this coming in is Suso Smart Bambi Grass. Bambi Grass is from Ennis, Montana. She has $2,952.32 in earnings for the year within the 5 shows of the series. This is a really nice mare. She rides with Brian Anderson. Brian probably raised this mare. It's out of their best mare, Murata's Little Sioux. And she's been very successful. I think she's a WR, this cat's smart, out of that mare. All right, she's cutting her first cow. See how it goes. These calves have been pretty glitchy to get cut. They don't want to separate, and they've been pretty quick and pretty tough. We've got a little off center going on right there on that first deal. All the way to the wall. There we go, that's looking pretty good. Getting that cow cut shut down, a little bit of a miss, and we get off. Everybody's a little nerved up for the shootout. It's a winner take all kind of thing. And so it should be a lot of fun. Here she comes up for her second cow, walking through the herd, getting something drove up there. Pretty committed to the solid black cow. There we go, trying to get even before we start. Pretty close to the herd, didn't drive out. Oop, flushed the cow, maybe. Oop, now we're switching cows, definitely. That's too bad. Now we're 2 hands on the reins. And she's done. So Tim Castelaw pretty much trained this horse and did most of the work on him. And Rom's, I would have to say this horse won at least 100,000, maybe more. I'm not sure though. Here he comes on his first cut. Gonna roll some cattle up here. Needs to keep walking. Good. Get these cattle cleared off. Let him find something over here. Okay, now we're clearing hand down. All the way across the pan. Good. We get that cow stopped. Good. He's kind of wiggling a little bit. There we go. Hey. He's taking us a black cow way up top. Gotta get these others out of here right there. Shoot! Oh. Now this horse, if he rides him right, is a really good horse. He marked 4 the other day on him. Looked really good. Good. Dead stopped. Legs not moving. Nothing bent. Hey. Good.
Scoring 73.
Hoochie Mini also has probably won well over $100,000 with Josh showing her. Josh hauled her for the world a couple of times. She may have 200,000 on her. Very nice mare. Very accomplished mare. April's been riding at least a couple of years, and she's getting better all the time. Just driving up here, looking to see what's gonna stay. Dirty back cow, nice and even, and go. Nice little mare, getting it trapped in the middle of the pen, having lots of expression, getting out there and stopping that cow. Good, woo, that was a little bit of a miss. Still looking good though. Oops, picked her hand up, put it back down, that'll cost her a point right there. Good. All the non-pros get pretty nervous. Here she comes for her second cut. Driving up through, trying to take some cattle. Josh's got her on a certain cow. Driving this black cow up here. Kind of a double mane brown cow. Put down a little uneven and had to rein. Cow's running all over the place. That was a bit of a miss. Whoops, that's real long. Need to keep that nice and tight. Be hitting that stop a little bit tighter on those ends with that cow. The mare's leading out to the right there a little bit. All right, we got 20 some seconds. Here she goes, climbing up this last cow, 17 seconds, drops her hand. Yeah, that was nice. Like I said, this is an explosive mare, really good, really nice mare. Got a lot of look in the middle, really stops hard. Well, good. That's too bad for her that she had those misses and that wild cow. So it looks like Ron Davis wins the non-pro.
Well, here we are in Farmington, Utah for the Utah Cuttin Horse Association, where they're hosting the Northwest Regional Shootout. I'm here with Mr. Ron Davis. Mr. Ron, congratulations.
Thank you.
You just won the non-pro class for the Northwest Regional Shootout here in Farmington, Utah. Tell me a little bit about that run.
Well, it was just, there was only 3 of us in that particular class, and Bud Light, my horse, he was ready, and we were able to get decent cattle cut. Marked a 73, and that was about all we could do with the cattle that we did cut.
Well, the good thing about it is you were early up in that big combined herd, and they ran 5 classes. Was it 4 or 5 classes on that same bunch? But there was a bunch of cattle in there. Right. And as the later classes saw, they got pretty rough. You were lucky to be up early in that. Now, RD Bud Light, this is a horse I saw back in 06 maybe in Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm. Probably. We won a world championship on Bud in 2007. 3,000 novice non-pro class, yeah.
Yeah, and that was back when you and Mr. Dan Hansen from up in Idaho were running pretty hard.
That's right, and we were neck and neck all year long, and I was able to win the finals and beat him by a few $100.
Well, and that's quite a feat. We know Mr. Hansen's quite a horseman. Well, I want to tell you congratulations. How do you like this Northwest Regional Shootout, the concept of it?
I think the concept is good. This is the first one that I participated in, and worked out good for me.
Well, you sure made a statement. I want to tell you thank you for coming out here, and congratulations on your win, and we look forward to seeing you next year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Well, here's Scott Martin from Bellevue, Idaho, on Stella Sweet and Low. Scott's got his first cow out here. Stella Sweet and Low is a big horse that moves really pretty, gets real low. Good time to get off that cow because the cow wanted to leave the cutting anyway. Now Scott's going to take his time, ease through that herd, take him a handful out. He's got his eye on one particular cow, the dirty back cow. He's going to creep up there nice and slow and try to ease that dirty back cow out of the herd. This helps working with him. Trying to get his hand down, helps going to get that traffic cleared up, and he's cutting. Scott does a really good job on this horse for Ms. Gina McDonald, the owner. She shows the horse. We've watched her show in Denver, Colorado, most recently at the Western Nationals. He is, like I said, he's a big horse, but man, he can sure get across the cow, and he can get really low in his front end. With this 30 seconds left, he's keeping an eye on his clock, managing his time. He's got a cow popped out, and he's going to cut. 22 seconds is a long time, but watch Stella Sweet and Low just get down and do that deal right in the middle of the pen. Man, what a great job the turnback guys did putting that cow back in play so that Scott and Stella Sweet and Low could finish up and mark a 73.
Thank you, Scott. Next, Scott Martin on Stella Sweet and Low, scoring 73. 73, Scott.
He's up there cutting a good cow, spot-head cow. Looking good. Pretty Sparky right there in the middle. Nice and even, very even. Just needs to start finding a place because this cow's getting a little testy and he's pretty close to the herd. There we go, very nice. Horse is a little high-headed, but other than that, it is very precise. Really hitting its butt, really getting through that turn. Got that cow trapped down in the middle on that first cow. See how we get this one done. Trying to get her steered back up in there before she starts. Good, it's looking really nice. Deal started out as an amateur and is now a professional. He just recently moved to Walla Walla, Washington. Him and his wife run Deal Heiner Performance Horses. Bought their own place and got a pretty good little business going. Don and Pat Noble of Noble Panels and Barns is one of his main customers. Deal's having a good run. He could pretty much mark this whatever he wanted. This may be a 4. He may beat me. Good, nice run. Very nice run for Deal. All right, see what happens. Nope, he didn't. So he's got a good shot at it. He's got the cow right here in the middle of the pen. Got that cow trapped down good. Very nice. This is a nice horse. I believe this is Jan Parker's horse from Billings, Montana. And it came in winning $1,464.58 from Montana. Looks like we're on the red blaze. There we go. It's a little rough. Got his hand down, it's a little runny. Horse got it handled though. He's pretty spot on, ready to go. Cows are pretty quick though. Good. Will's a great trainer. He's trained a lot of really good horses. Nice little red cow. He's still got a shot at it. Just need to finish it up with that last cow. See how that goes. Good, nice and even. Trying to get rid of that other cow. There we go, we got him. All right, 14 seconds. Got it handled. Pretty nice cow, getting it stopped. Ooh. We're good. Let's see what the judge has to say about that.
Real score 72.
72.
Well, here we are in Farmington, Utah at the Northwest Regional Series Shootout hosted by the Utah Cuttin Horse Association, and here with our champion from the class that you just got through seeing, the 25 novice class, Scott Martin. Scott, congratulations.
Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate it.
Stella Sweetenlow. We've watched you show this horse for quite a while. Tell me a little bit about her.
It's a gelding, and he is 8 years old. He belongs to Gina McDonald from Ketchum, Idaho. And he's pretty close to winning about $90,000 in lifetime earnings. He's been a really good horse. We've had him since the beginning, showed him at the little fraternities, and then ever since we've doubled up on him in the amateur and the open.
Watched Gina show him at Denver at the Western Nationals.
Right. Yeah.
And she got along really well.
She did, yeah. She made the finals, and she's been pretty consistently spot on with him for quite a while.
Cool horse. He's a big horse, moves like a little horse, if I remember correctly.
Yes, sir. He is a sweet little Pepto out of Stella Starlight, so that's kind of where he gets his.
The sweet little Peptos tend to be pretty good size.
Well, and everything out of Stella Starlight's been awesome.
Congratulations to Scott and Miss Gina McDonald. Now, let's get back to the action. Hey folks, don't go anywhere yet. Right after a word from our sponsors, we'll have some more action for you from the Northwest Regional Series Shootout in Farmington, Utah. The rural American lifestyle. It's how we work, and it's how we play. It's how we learn and how we enjoy the finer things in life. How we take care of our animals and tend to the land. It's a way of life. Has been for hundreds of years. Now there's a whole new way for rural America to watch TV.
But Symbiont helps us reduce, if not eliminate, our worries on EHV1, E. coli, Salmonella, Staph, Listeria, and H1N1. You can't ask for much more than that.
Welcome back. Now let's get back to the action in Farmington, Utah.
Coming to us from Buell, Idaho.
Well, here's Scott Martin from Bellevue, Idaho. Scott comes into this 5,000 novice horse class, leading it on Boo Lightly, which is Corey Finney's horse. She does a real good job showing this horse in the youth, and actually won the Senior Youth Championship here at the Northwest Regional Series Shootout. Corey and Boo Lightly are from Buell, Idaho. Scott's going to come on up here. He's got a few black cows in front of him. That second one with the yellow ear tag is what he's dialed into. And hand down right in the middle of the pen. That's what they like to see. Scott is got this cow broke down already right in the middle of the pen. Been doing this for a long time, knows the game really well, and keeps this horse Boo Lightly really correct, which is also why the owner, Corey Finney's, had so much success in the show pen. Now, Timmy Castellaw on his right was helping him kind of get his eyeballs on that one. He's talking to Will Nuttall in the other corner now, and they're talking about a really dirty back black cow that's coming up probably about third across the top. Scott's got it. Hand down, Boo Lightly goes to work. Right in the middle of the pen. This is such a correct horse. Good size horse, strong horse. Scott gets along with Boo Lightly really well. And again, that's what keeps the horse so good for the owner, Corey Finney, competing as senior youth. Little Dirty Cow's not going anywhere. Boo Lightly and Scott get off clean. They're going to go back into herd for the last cow. 15 seconds left on the clock. There's a little black cow right up in here, and Scott's got it cut. We're going to finish up right here in the middle of the pen. You can't ask for much better than this run.
Thank you, Scott.
And the judges are going to reward him
Scott
with a
scores
74.
74.
Got a cow right here, looking good, trying to drive it away. Very nice. Wait for that other cow. And, ooh, good, perfect. Very nice. Degree of difficulty right there. Cow's a little fast though. It's a nice little mare of Don and Pat Noble's. Or no, this is Sharon and Scott Tullis's, I'm sorry. All right, here we go on our second cut, the white-nosed cow. Threw down early, looking good, had traffic. Trying to go for it. Really nice, busting around, hitting that butt. Oh, cows are tough. There we go, he's still looking good. Good, getting a little close to the herd, keeping a good angle. Very nice, very, very nice. That might have been hot. So now we're going for a third cow, 10 seconds. He's just killing time. Well, that didn't work out the way he wanted to. All right, Will Nuttall is third in this 5,000 novice horse. He's coming right off the top here. Still got a little traffic, got it cleared up. Now we're good, good to go. Everybody's attempting to try and find precision between them and their horse, trying to work that cow. Trying to hit those stop spots and get through those turns just right. Using your balance, using your legs, using your feet. Keeping that rib bent, angled, so they can hit that stop and be ready to turn around. If they stop a little too straight without that head in there, then they drop their shoulder and roll a little bit through that turn. So there's definitely a certain way they need to stop and rock back and bring that head through that turn. Got his second cow cut, throwing down. Even like that right there, that horse got a nice bend to him, getting straight across that cow and hitting his stop. Good. Darn cows just keep running all over the place though. They're hard to get stopped. They just don't have a whole lot of feel. Good, this is looking good. Right there. All right, 50 seconds. This is just one great big herd for 4 different classes. We're about right in the middle of them. Oh, on the baldy, got rid of the black and hand down. That looked good, nice stop. There we go. Cow's still pretty quick. This horse is having to really run and drag its butt. Cow's definitely got some degree of difficulty. ground's not super good. It's a little wet and it's making it kind of sticky and hard. It's packing a little bit more. That was a pretty good run. He's got a shot at that. Okay. 72. Brian's out of Idaho Falls. He's got a really nice place that he works out of. He goes up for the first cut. Driving up. There we go, a little red ear clip. All right, driving her to that stop. She comes out of there, just a tick late, but not too bad. A little behind. There we go. Now we got up right at the end. Good. There we go. Darn cows are still running, pushing at them. Okay, here we go for our second cut. Driving through, making a nice deep cut. Trying to get those cattle up out of there so you can get in a good working position. Okay, this is our second cut. Made it real deep. Trying to drive up through there and get this little dirtback cow cut. Ooh, well, he did it. He got it stopped. Again, and then he gets off, right on. Okay, one more cow, 23 seconds. Going with the red cow. Trying to get his run finished up, 2 seconds. Good. That looked pretty nice from here. Smarty's Little Ray is a 6-year-old gelding that I trained. Really nice horse. Got him through a couple of 30s, trying to get him ready. And just as we had him ready, the people kind of ran out of money and had to take him home. So he's done a lot of sitting around here lately. White tit? Which one? Little button horn, okay.
We'll come back to this single brown.
Okay. I got the button right here. Trying to be nice and smooth right here, getting this cow cut with traffic. There we go. Oop, there we go. Whoops, still out. Okay. Good. There we go. Oh. 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 Good. There we go. That was a little wild, but not too bad. Okay. Is that chalk? How about this little red cow? Oh. Oh. There we go. Oh. Oh. How about this one? Oh. Oh. There we go.
Thank you, Scott. And Scott Martin on Smarty's Wood Rail, scoring 70.
Yeah.
Well, here we are back in Farmington, Utah at the Northwest Regional Series, and you just watched this man win another class on a horse called Boo Lightly. Scott, congratulations.
Thank you, Kenny. I sure appreciate it.
Boo Lightly belongs to Corey Finney, young youth girl that's been riding with you for quite a while. Helps you a lot, too.
Yes, sir. Yes, she does.
Tell me about Boo Lightly.
Boo Lightly is a Peptaboon's mall out of Stella Starlight. Another one. He's been really great. She made the finals, the world finals for the youth, and has gone back to Texas, or not Texas, Wyoming twice on him already, and she's owned him the 2 years. 2
horses, you won 2 classes in the Northwest Regional Series shootout out of the same mare.
Yes, sir. It's a good mare to have one out of.
Stella Starlight seems to be quite a good mare.
Yes, she is.
Well, congratulations to you and Corey Finney. I know y'all are going to have a big time at the trailers tonight with all that championship mojo going on.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Well, let's get back to the action here at the Northwest Regional Series in Farmington, Utah. Well, folks, I hope you're enjoying all the action from Farmington, Utah at the Northwest Regional Series shootout. These folks have taken a wonderful concept, embedded it into their regular weekend NCHA show, and it's really boosted entries, not just for the Regional Series shootout, Northwest Regional Series shootout, but boosted entries for their regular NCHA weekend events. So it's a win-win. We made this into a 3-part series. Next week, we're going to show you part 2, but this one was brought to you by Roger Peters Livestock Insurers. Remember, no vet checks on your Western Performance horses up to $100,000 in value. Easiest thing you could think of doing. Just contact Connie Peters. She'll send you a fax, fill out some info, sign it, send it back. You're insured. Whether you're at a private treaty sale on somebody's ranch or you're at one of the big advertised performance horse sales. So be sure and get a hold of Connie Peters at www.rogerpeterslivestockins.com. She'll get right a hold of you, and you can get that investment, your performance horse, insured with someone that's been with Great American Insurance for over 35 years. So come back and see us next week, part 2 of the Northwest Regional Series shootout from Farmington, Utah. I'm Kenny Imai. Come see us. We'll be right here cutting up.
Home on the range, this is not the same. If you can't cut it, then get out the ring. Stay behind the gate if you can't stand the flame. Let someone in there who knows the game. If you can't cut it, move out the way. Let me in there, get out my way.
Be sure and go to Cuttin Up TV's Facebook page and like us.